Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm King POSH, your host for today's show. And today, I would actually like to change my intro. So if you guys have any ideas of what I should say in the beginning of my videos, I'd like to hear it. So let me know in the comments below. Give me a list of them. So today we are looking at the 94 Toyota Celica GT4 ST205. I have two all-wheel drive tunes up. I have an S-Class, and I have a A800 class. Why I did that is because the S-Class is for just when you want to kick up the mountains and whatnot. The A-Class is set for when you want to go drifting on unranked and ranked public drift lobbies. So, here we'll have a look around of this A-Class. There isn't much you could even do to this car. Like open up the doors. This is the only thing you can do to this. Even on the stock model, you can't even open up the engine compartment to look in there, and that's kind of sad. Like, you know, they could have done that for us. So that's a bummer. Here, I'll give you a listen to this one. She sounds mean. And she comes with a stick, which is nice. Now this engine should, this tune should work with the original engine. I do not have the original engine in this one. I have two of them up here. This one only got 543 horsepower with 555 pounds of torque. Might not seem like a lot, but in this car, with only weighing 2,400 pounds, it's actually quite good. Then we got this one here, and it has 796 horsepower. I was really hoping we could put the Toyota Supra engine in here, but there's no option, so that's kind of sad. Here, the A800 has 6 downloads and 4 uses. Points King, easy all-wheel drive drift build, King POSH Gaming at YouTube. This one, 25 downloads and 5 uses. Easy drift build, King POSH Gaming, 4 tunes. So, and this one's changed. This one's called One Easy All-Wheel Drive Drift. I figured I'd change up the name to get more people to come in there. Alright, let's get right into this, and let's take it sideways first.
At your destination.
I mean, for the little power that it's got, it's really good, and I really like it. I was able to push 50s on that first section, and with this, the amount of power this has in it, and just what it is, an A-Class 800, it is my lowest class to hit 50,000 on this section here, so that's a plus. When I made this, I was like, whoa, a little off there. We're fine though.
You have arrived at
There's a 48. Either way, I could be there all day just drifting away for you guys to even try to get close to that 50. But yeah, I hit 50 the very first time, though. And I was like, I'm saving this, and I'm sharing it. So, let's get right into what I've done to it. Like I said, this car and this tune should work if you want to use the stock powertrain swap. You know, just use the regular one. But right now, we're going to look at the 1.6 liter inline 4. Right. Of course, it's naturally all-wheel drive. Body kits. I put a Yaris body kit on there. These are the other body kits that you go with. But I went with this one. Here I left the stock rear wing. It just looks good on there, and it says words on there. It says Celica on there, so I just kept it on there. Here's the other options you could go with. There, it just looks like a Supra. It really does. That rear end, it looks good. But yeah, so we went with this. There's only a couple options here. This was my other option, but I like this one. There's this other option. It just doesn't look good to me. I don't like it. You might like it. I don't. This one looks the best. All right, and of course you could go on lighter, but then it takes out the cutouts, and who wants that? Why can't they just put like little hooks on the two corners of the hood and say it's light? All right. Tires are going to be stock tires. Stock width in the front, stock width in the rear. My favorite rims, TC105 ends. Alright, they do have these ones, and if you max out the rims on this, it looks like a concept car. It looks really weird. Alright, 16s in the front, 16s in the rear. In the middle, on here, just keeping it flush with the body work. And this one went all the way out. Street clutch. Anything higher would have been an S2. Alright. Race transmission. Race driveline. Race driveline. Race differential. Race brakes. Drift springs and dampeners. Race anti-roll bars in the front and rear. No roll cage. I could have, but I didn't. I wanted to keep this as light as possible. It's because of the power we're pushing. And as light as possible. Alright, so race cams. Race engine block. Sport turbo. So it would have went way up there. And a no restriction plate. There's remove restrictors. No stock. Right there. Perfect. Let me get you into the tune. Let me show you guys what I did to this thing. Now, it's going to be the exact same tune as the other one. The only difference is the gearing. So we got 55 and 55. And this is where it changes, the gearing. 315, 262, 201, 165, 138, 118, and 103. Where did this gearing come from? I was able to tune this car in 5 minutes, basically. I got this from a video, a couple ones down, the Mitsubishi Evo. The hardest cars to tune because the turbo, you couldn't get it to work. I took that gearing and I put it into this car and it works. And that's what I did. I figured it had the low horsepower and I was like, you know what? Why don't I just put that tune, that gearing into this car and see how it works. And as you can tell, it works pretty darn good. Here's my alignment. It's a semi-straight build. Anything more, and it's going to be harder to control. I use my rear-wheel drive, like I said I was going to. Use my rear-wheel drive setup for my anti-roll bars, and it works. So that worked. The springs are really supposed to be 955 and 936, but when I was changing things, I guess the numbers got changed up again. But that works too. So 971 and 953. So any of those two numbers will work. Alright, dampening, I decided to switch it up here and change it for you guys. So I went 6.5s all the way down. Instead of 3.3 or 3.0, 3.0, 20 and 20, I decided to go 6.5, 6.5 all the way down for you guys. So give you a little twist. Aero, none. Braking, as I said, low horsepower. I put more brake power to the rear, so when you hit the brakes, your back end kicks out. And my differential hasn't changed in years. 76, 46, 97, 97, and 71%. So there you have it. There's that tune. Now we can come back up to here, this one. And we'll go and take it sideways. All right. And we're out.
At your destination.
That's just about as good, but I think the A class actually does 10 times better than the S class, in my opinion. I absolutely love the A class, and when I'm done with this video, the car of my choice will be the A class. I will leave it on the A class. I can squeeze more points out of it. I don't know why. It's got a lot less horsepower, but for some reason it just does better. It's more or less the engine. I went with just the most power I could push a car.
You have arrived at
Look at that, there's a 4.82. So they're both equally in the same ballpark. But I'm able to hit, 48, 49, 50 on the A class. So let me just show you the difference of what I did to this. This one's got the 2.6 liter inline 6 twin turbo. And I mean, that's 796 horsepower, 602 pounds of torque. 796 horsepower, close to 800 horsepower. That's the highest horsepower you can get out of this car. You can't get 1600 horsepower or whatnot. This is it. So that's what we had to work with. Everything that you saw on the A class is all exactly the same. Engine wise, just to get everything up there, had to go all race. So there we have it. The tune wise, like I said, the only thing that's different is the gearing. So here's the gearing for the S1 class. But when we go through everything else, it's all the same except springs. So I forgot. Anyways, doesn't matter. Sorry, I forgot about the springs. But everything else is the same. 6.5s all the way down. Aero, none. Brakes are the same. And the differential is the same. Alright, I made this earlier today. I forgot. Alright, let me go. Anyways, so there you have it. Those are the tunes. Like I said, the A class, it could work with the original engine. We're doing good on 14 minutes. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can just see what we can do with it. So we'll save the content. We'll go to custom upgrades. Should work. I mean, it's not a guarantee, but should work. So we'll go to the original. And see, like I said, I'll go to the original here, and we should be opening up the hood and everything. And I'm pretty sure you can't. I just briefly went around it this morning, and we'll just see. Usually you can open up more things when everything's stock. No, you can't get into the engine. That's really sad. And yet you still can't even get into the trunk. So it is what it is, So let's see what kind of power we get out of the original engine. I saw it. Skipped a beat. So we're at 635. Yeah, it's 658 with 514 pounds of torque. That's all. So the other engine with the, close to 800 horsepower is the max you can get. Now, all that's going to change when I do that is this. So what I can just do, like the right numbers are here that I was saying you could work with. Now these numbers, you see how these are 1 and 2? I've been telling these guys just how to zero them out. So there we go. Now I'm even with the one on the bottom, so I can go back down. Put that there. Go down. Now we're even numbers. So that's how you do that. Okay, everything else hasn't changed. Let's take her out, see what she does. Imagine this being like the best, but we'll find out. Really dying. Really dying.
You have arrived
A
at
40.
your destination.
40. It would need some serious tuning to get it to drift. Let's do 350. Jumped up the, second rate to third. You can hear the turbo. That's the major plus in the original engine. Once it gets down here, man, it struggles.
You have arrived at your destination.
Man, you can really notice the difference, how much that struggled from my tune to it. So, and I mean, I have more torque and less horsepower in the A800, and it handles so much better. So, yeah, you learn something new every day, huh? So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely, if you want to download the tune, definitely download the A-Class 800. I think you're going to be more impressed with this one than this one. Now, this one will be good on needle climb and speed drifting. This one's not too bad. This one can actually keep up with this one without a problem. So, definitely go for my A-Class 800. Alright, guys. Well, hey, it was a pleasure doing this video with you guys today, whatever time it is during the day for you. And I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging with me. I'll see you next time. Later, guys. I'm King POSH.